Come on. Go. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be switching gears a little bit, and we are going to be going from the snowmobile scene to the truck scene. I want to give you guys a little bit of a background of my truck scene and where it came from, and give you a little backstory on a couple things. So for the most part, going over my new truck, which is named Ron Burgundy. Some of you may have seen it in the Greg A channel, but it has come a little bit since then. You know, we've gotten as you can see, a couple things done to it. So I want to go over kind of what it is, what I've done to it, what the plan is to it. And that gets me going in today's video. So a little bit background truck-wise for me. I have always had trucks. I started out actually with a 2004 F350 6.0. I then went to a 09 four-door Cummins. Then I bought my four-door long bed dually Zeus. That was an F350 King Ranch. That's what I used to tow all the trailers, but for all my racing, cars, sleds, everything like that. Had a couple random cars in front of there, and then I got Burt. That's what a lot of you guys know me from, is Burt. My old truck was a 2006 Dodge Mega Cab 5.9 auto. That was the truck that me and Greg built on his channel when his channel was first starting. We bought it. It was bone stock. It was a grandpa truck. It went from grandpa truck to 750 horsepower daily driver fun truck real quick.
Boys, look at that. Holy birdie.
And that's all documented on the Greg A channel. That had everything from 625 head studs, 100% over injectors, Flow Pro 750 CP3, had a 471 87.9 turbo. That was a billet from Fleece. Fleece's second gen swap, Muldoon stage 3. That was a fun truck. I always said that I would never sell it. It was a Laramie. It was super clean. It was from down south. It was rust free. Always said I would never sell it. Just like anything else that I do, I got bored. Out the window that went. Sold it to a guy down in North Carolina. He actually just sold it recently, and now it's kind of going through another makeover. So I'm following along with that. But the truck was fun. It was great. I just couldn't. I overbuilt it. I built it way too far. I should have listened to Greg and not did what we did and went a little bit on the smaller scale. You know, I had like a 600 horsepower truck, but that's neither here nor there. Sold it, got out of the truck game a little bit, and then again, as you guys see in the background, Ron Burgundy came along. I wasn't necessarily looking for a truck, and now backstory on this, which is I'll kind of give you guys the cliff notes. It's pretty funny, actually. Couldn't fall asleep one night, was on Facebook, Auto Trader ad popped up. I wasn't really, look at a little buggy on there, come here. Wasn't really looking for a truck at all, but this truck popped up, so I started looking at it. Seemed like a really good deal, wasn't terribly far away. I said, so let me go take a peek at it. Go and look at it. Everything checks out. Cool, do all the paperwork. And this is where the whole story gets kind of sideways. I couldn't drive it off the lot because it was from Connecticut. Connecticut doesn't do temporary tags, and they wouldn't let me drive it off the lot because New Jersey DMV was closed because of COVID. So they wouldn't let me drive it. They wouldn't let me tow it off the lot. They wouldn't let me do anything until it was registered. So we had to wait for the New Jersey DMVs to open. Months later, they finally opened. Paperwork got to where it needed to go. Needed something changed on the title. So then we had to get a new title for it. And from start to finish, it was 3.5 months from when I technically bought the truck until it arrived in my garage. Nash, what are you doing? What are you doing? You just hanging? So this was a long-awaited process. I'm not a very patient person. I tried to find another one, and everything that I found had super high mileage and was just rusted out, something that I didn't want. So I waited and waited and waited, and finally Ron Burgundy showed up. So Ron Burgundy is a 2016 GMC 2500 with a Duramax. It's super rare to find one of these, especially in a SLE model, which this one is and not a work. So this one has carpet, it has the nice screen, it has all the bells and whistles, all the nice lights and everything like that. So it was 2016. It only had 26,000 miles, 26.5 on it, 1,000 miles. It was just super clean. I think a owner of a construction company had it and used to just drive it to the job sites and kind of bounce around with it. It had a toolbox in it. That's gone, obviously. Has the automatic airbags in it. So he definitely did tow a little bit with it, but it was so clean. I mean, the interior, which I'll show you guys now, was just spotless. So like there was no marks anywhere. I'm super anal about interiors and exteriors, obviously, but it had the WeatherTech floor mats when I bought it. It was just, everything was so clean. I gotta go open that side because it's so dark in here. Clearly painted windows, you know how it goes. Can't have anything without total darkness. So it was so clean. I didn't necessarily want a single cab. I've always loved the looks of single cabs. I was like, what do I need one for? But I got a super killer deal on this. They listed it for the wrong price. Whoever does their internet sales listed it for the wrong price. So I got a really good deal. So I couldn't pass it up. So I waited, and now I love it. Actually, it's great. So what we've done to it so far is, well, one, painted windows. So for this truck, it is 20% on the windshield. I have a 5% strip. It is 20% and 5% on the windows, on the side windows. And then it's it's 5% over the factory tint in the back. So this is the same combo that I had on Burt. It's the same combo that I have on my daily, my little wagon. Actually, that doesn't have windshield tint because I just got a new windshield. So it cracked. So that is tint. I got it. It did not have these wheels. It actually had aftermarket. Like I can't even think of the brand, but they went. Whew. So these are 22 by 12 Hostel Vulcans with asphalt black. They're ceramic coated, so they actually seem pretty shiny, but they are the asphalt ones. And then they are Nitto Terra Grappler G2s, 285 45 22s. So I went with a little bit smaller tire because I knew that these trucks are known for rubbing. So I wanted to get a little bit smaller tire to see if I could maybe kind of sneak by, and of course I didn't. So it does rub a little bit. It rubs in the back on the wheel well surrounds, but it's only like right before full lock. It does not rub on the bumper because while I was doing everything, I actually put a bumper spacer. I forget who makes them, but if you just search GMC bumper spacers, it's just a 3/4 of an inch. You really can't tell by looking at it. Well, if you look up close, maybe, but if you come here and down the side, it's not terrible. So bumper spacer, so it doesn't rub it all on the front. It just rubs a little bit in the back at full lock, and that's at stock height up front. That's not, the keys are not twisted up. They're total stock height. And so to match that in the rear, I got drop shackles for the rear. I don't know if I could get in there and show you guys. But those are actually made by John C. LML. So shout out to him for making an awesome product. They went right in. It's actually really easy to do on these trucks. Easy, much easier than the Dodges from what I remember. So we are pretty much level. It's got like a I don't know, it's like a 1/2 inch rake to the front. It's really awkward because we're on an angle here in my driveway. So put the rims and tires on it, did the bumper spacer, did the drop shackles in the rear, and then I needed paint. So the bumper was chrome, the grille surround was chrome, the center was this part of the grille was chrome. This was like just a regular flat black. So I got with a friend of mine from Integra Auto Body up in Frenchtown, New Jersey on Route 12, and sent it up to him. He's like, yeah, I could paint chrome, absolutely. So these were actually, they were chrome bumpers, believe it or not. So he has a way to scuff them down, paint them, and he guarantees them. He said he's been doing it for a long time. I believe him. They came out awesome. I mean, the color match on it is spot on. Of course, I cleaned the truck and then it rains. So we got some color match stuff done. I got to do the headlights at some point. I'm just not sure what I want to do with them yet, so that's why I haven't sent them out or haven't gotten them done. That totally changed the truck. Once I eliminated all of the chrome on it, it really totally changed the truck. The mirrors, everyone keeps saying, do the mirrors, do the mirrors, do the mirrors. I'm not sold on them. I know a lot of guys like them. A lot of guys are doing everything paint match. They're doing the step on the bumpers. They're doing the skirt on the bumpers. I like having a little bit of contrast. I like having, you know, a lot of color match, but I like the black. So I'm not sold on doing the mirrors yet. I don't think I'm gonna do them. I think I kind of like it the way it is. Let me know what you guys think. I know Greg says do them, he loves them, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm sold. If it was a black truck, yes, I would definitely do them, you know, gloss black, but it's not. It's a burgundy, hence Ron Burgundy. Oh, and he did the wheel well surrounds too. So these were, you know, regular plastic, your textured plastic, you know, like that. So we sanded them down and painted them, and that, I didn't know how I was gonna feel about them too, but they 100% changed the entire look of the truck. So look-wise, the only thing that I really have left to do are the headlights for now. Obviously, I will change my mind and I will completely probably change the entire look of the truck at some point, but for now, this is what I like, that's what it's going with. So look-wise, we're done. I gotta get a tunnel cover. I want a flush one, hard folding one. Everyone's been on back order because since COVID, everyone apparently is buying everything in the entire world. So I got to get that. I have fender well liners for it that I just haven't gotten around to putting them in. I've kind of been running around. So look wise, that's about it. And I know everyone is going to say, you know, when a part's going to fall off. And actually, it's going to Mexico this weekend. It's going to get shipped there. It's going to go to Mexico. And when it comes back, I don't know, it may or may not have less parts, more parts. I'm not really sure. So we're going to find out. But it is getting ready to go to Mexico. So I'm super excited about that. I know these LMLs have a lot of potential just with stock tuning and everything like that. I'm doing a lift pump. I have an AirDog 4G 165. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a nice little toy. You never know how long I'm going to keep it. I could probably turn around and I could sell it in a couple weeks because that's just how I am. I get bored with things. But I'm excited for the build, or really not even a build. Not like compared to what Bert was. It's just, you know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a little daily driver for me. It's going to be able to tow, you know, any trailer I need. Obviously, we have, you know, quite a few of them. So I'm excited. So that's really the walk around on Ron. I'm going to do Fox shocks. I'm going to do like that whole shebang at some point. Again, I just haven't gotten around to it. But I will give you guys an update once I get it back from Mexico. And maybe not do a little bit of a burnout for you guys. I'm not too sure. I got to, you know, channel my inner wild side like I used to. But that's it. If you guys have any questions of, you know, truck stuff or anything that I'm going to do to this or what I have done to this, let me know. You know, like I said, it's a little change up from the first two videos of just the snowmobile stuff, but you know, I'm going to be bouncing back and forth, kind of truck stuff, race car stuff, snowmobile stuff, boat stuff. I'm gonna kind of go down all the avenues that I got here and tag you guys along. So that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed my little walk around of Ron Burgundy. And make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya. You want a treat? Come on, let's get a treat. Come on. Come on. You want a treat? Come here. Tell him easy. Let's go, boy.